Heyo everybody, Haku here with this week's Beastars read-through. This week we got Chapter 124 and Chapter 125, and so then we'll be to the point where starting next week we only got one chapter a week, I think. So, yeah, let's go with 124 and 125. I'm excited to see what we get up to now. I guess the way the last one ended, we kind of saw the Lugosi Haru stuff. We saw Lugosi at Beaststrike, which was amazing. But yeah, there wasn't really any storyline currently that we were in the middle of, so it'll be interesting to see what we get up to now. So let's start with 124. Now, and we see a coffee cup. Just drink some coffee and relax. Oh, this is an elephant-sized cup. I didn't expect you to have one. Haha, it's not so surprising. Chapter 124, the more colors are mixed in paint, the blacker it gets. I love the chapter titles for this series. I adjusted everything in this counseling room to match the size of elephants. I have the utmost respect for all large breed herbivores, you know. Okay, some sort of doctor with a mask. Respect, huh? Well, it seems to me that every species of animal is afraid of elephants. Everywhere I walk, the animals around me form a 1 meter radius away from me. Oh, I forgot it. And in my workplace, when I get the slightest bit flustered, my coworkers run away somewhere as if I were about to go on a rampage. Most counselors for us elephants are carnivores because they sympathize with how strong we are. But strong is a shallow label for elephants. What I'm trying to say is, I'm glad I have a herbivore counselor to talk to. It doesn't matter how big or threatening I am, I'm still an herbivore. So, and then they touch his tusks. It's okay. Just let it all out. Your big body makes one think that your heart is capable of storing much emotional baggage. But the heart has a very small capacity. No one is an exception. Feel free to let out all of your stress. Sensei, I'm sorry, I wasn't planning on crying. Don't apologize. Cry all you want. I wonder if you'd turn this counseling room into a pool. Everything's okay now. I'm with you all the way. Let's devote our time to recovering your spirit, and there's a trap door. One step at a time. Oh, Sensei, I'm so glad I met you. And are those elephant skulls? Yeah, and one still has a trunk, so it must be decaying still. What the hell? I trusted you, Doctor. I trusted you. Oh my god. Oh, and now we have the mice infiltrating. Yafia-sama, there's no mistake about it. We found elephant skeletons without tusks. It's no wonder the police didn't find him in their investigation. No one would have suspected that the leader of the tusk trade was a young herbivore. One herbivore shouldn't be a problem for me, he says. He's holding a rifle. All I have to do is shoot him with my tranquilizer gun and take him to the police to confess. Elephant tusks are a favorite among disagreeable rich folk. And dangerous drug cooks. They've always been a valuable asset for underground businesses. However, to hunt an animal as large as an elephant is, despite their gentle nature, suicidal, even for carnivores. Despite their gentle nature, suicidal even for carnivores. Surely it isn't money that guy's after. Why would an herbivore with no predatory instincts want to risk their life to get elephant tusks? I'm interested in this storyline. Herbivores don't have belligerent or predatory instincts. We're a gentle species. There's no need to force your gentle heart to become strong. Just hire a reliable security guard to be strong for you. For example, this syringe merely makes it easier for you to sleep, but healthy sleep is the first step to having a healthy heart. Okay. Amazing. How'd you get your hands on a syringe that can penetrate elephant skin? It's like I said, I adjusted everything in this room for elephants. Just be calm and leave your body to me. And you can leave your body to me. And Yafia points the gun at his back. Drop your syringe, get on your knees, and put your hands and horns on the floor. Are you one of my patients? Have you made a reservation? Because it seems to me that you've lost your wits. Cut the innocent act. I know who you are. Hold on a second. What do you want with Sensei? Or are you pointing a gun at him? You. Calm down. I'm here to save you. If you treasure your life and tusks, then step aside. That animal's no counselor. No, I don't believe you. Sensei's the only one who can save me. What a wonderful patient you are. Thank you for taking my side. A mere gazelle counselor doesn't deserve such kindness. You've touched my heart. Don't move. Maybe that isn't the best way to describe it. And he shoves the entire syringe through his body. Oh, okay. The entire syringe through his body like some sort of blade. I believe this is what they call a shot through the heart. And then Yafia lifts his weapon. Just one bullet. 2 bullets are fatal for herbivores. And it seems like he hits him. 1 bullet isn't good enough for my body. Too bad for you. And he pulls it out. And it looks like some sort of needle because of it being a tranquilizer gun. I haven't any interest in eating herbivore flesh. What I have is something similar to predatory instincts. The urge to maim and kill. And he takes his mask off. I just so happen to be a half leopard, half gazelle. Holy shit, that is badass. Badass. Holy hell. An herbivore who has carnivore instincts. I hope we get into more creatures like that. That is freaking cool. This is a good chapter. Holy hell. An old horse like you would never understand what it's like to live with a carnivore-herbivore mixed body. Don't move. My name is Meron. And don't you forget it. And he goes to jump out the window. The revenge of the love failure begins now. Holy hell, Meron is badass. I know they're a serial killer and all, but holy hell, look how cool they are. We need more mixed species creatures. Oh my god. Friggin' awesome. Holy hell. God, I'm so hyped for this. Oh man. Oh, I want more of this. And Meron could be a lesson to Lugosi if they meet, and what kind of relationship could they have? I am so interested. That chapter was so good. Oh, that was great. Let's read 125 now. Oh, that was so good. I can't get over how good that was. Beastars, top tier. Okay, we have 125 now. The interspecies marriage rate is increasing yearly. And now somebody's reading a paper. Can new values of marriage tear down the species wall? The Ministry of Beast Harmony announced that the interspecies marriage rate is increasing yearly since 100 years after the first species war. Minister of Beast Harmony. Okay. Interfamily marriage is common, says Minister Farizon, I think it says. And right now, interspecies marriage is becoming common. Social media has become a great gateway for young animals of different species to interact with each other. And what's more, the societal views of marriage are constantly changing. This generation's future is looking truly bright. This is a very joyous trend. Huh. The times are changing, I guess. Can't imagine this happening when we were young, says Haru's father. The new generation's becoming more flexible. Well, it's probably none of my concern. My Haru's a smart girl. Dear, sorry, but could you pass the circular notice to the house next door? Okay, circular notice is a folder passed among neighbors who are members of a town association to pay a fee to the town association, usually about 200 yen. Sorry, that was really small writing. And there's another predation incident on the paper. Okay, and I love on the paper Beastars Volume 13 to be released. Okay, so this is Chapter 125, a monster's threatening letter with a noshi attached. This is my shift schedule. I work Tuesdays to Sundays. Okay, here's my schedule. And she sees Haru and Lugosi. We'll get to know when we're now we'll get to know when we're available. Oh, and it's her dad, not her mom. Geez, it's so inconvenient that I have to call your apartment phone. Why'd you have to get rid of your cell phone, Lugosi-kun? He drops his umbrella. Hey, Haru. Hey, Daddy, she says. Freaking love her. Daddy, Lugosi thinks. Is he a friend of yours? Yes, my name is Lugosi the Grey Wolf. He's my junior by a year. We were friends back in high school. Haha, well, good evening to you. So, you two were talking in the rain. Say, Haru, why don't you get him inside our house? We've got dinner ready. Come on, Daddy, quit with the polite act. She's gesturing. No, it's okay. Lugosi-kun has plans already. I'll be glad to, and he bows in Haru's face. Of course, Legoshi-kun took it at face value. Haha, what an unexpected visitor. He's trying to hold the chopsticks. You can't eat with those, dude. Hey, Oni-chan. Oh, I'm sorry, we don't have chopsticks for big visitors. You'll have a hard time using those, won't you? Oh, no, I can use these. No problem. Thanks for treating me to dinner. I only agreed to come here because I thought it'd be rude to refuse, but now I'm thinking it was even more rude to come here. This cup's like a sake cup. It's because it's so small. I can't imagine Haru would want to know his schedule if they're really old friends. That said, I don't think I can pry any further, thinks the father. I hope we get to learn more about our family, because we've seen them before. All the herbivores in this house are scared. Too scared to pry into the youngest child's relation... Okay, so she's the youngest. The youngest child's relationship with the wolf at our dinner table. My mom's a great cook. Eat all you like, Legoshi-kun. It would really help. I made too much food. So, these are the so-called one-plate meals. Bamboo shoot with spring vegetables. They look so warm and elaborate. Dandelion greens, ohitashi, snap pea and lettuce miso soup, pictures of Haru-chan and her siblings, her handicrafts and drawings. I heard that herbivores are more family-oriented than carnivores, because of an innate desire to protect themselves from the carnivores of the outside world. In that case, I might as well be a monster that's invading their home. I love this art. Wow, this is delicious. It has a gentle taste. In effeminate mode, for who knows why. I'm glad you like it, even though it's just vegetables. You're not a picky eater, are you? Oh, we canines like the very act of eating. We'll eat anything. And then he, looks up shocked. Vegetable. I mean, this face. Legoshi is the best character in manga, as I've always said. That face. Good. Must be why you're so big. I love doing Beastars read-through so much. It's gonna suck only having one chapter a week from now on. You're almost too big. Ho ho ho, that's how all males should be. I've grown 3 centimeters, Mom. Besides, there isn't a single rabbit in this house who isn't a total pipsqueak. You should learn from him, Haru. You haven't grown at all since 4th grade, and of course then she says that. I see. They aren't family-oriented because of their self-preservation instincts. They just simply love Haru-chan. If I could actually have a future with her with my record, then I'd like to make a family as happy as this one. I've spent most of my life hurting myself, which led to me becoming an ex-convict and dropping out of school. I never cared about how I did things as long as I did as I pleased. It was easy to carry out my convictions when I was all alone. Legoshi-kun, please stay good friends with Haru. I will. Thank you for treating me to dinner. See you later, Legoshi-kun. For most of dinner time, Haru-chan's dad's eyes met with mine. Legoshi-kun? He looks back. It's still raining quite a bit, so why don't I drive you over to the train station? He's crammed in his car. I'm very grateful and really, really sorry. Hey, well, I forgot my car was specially made for small animals. Sorry if you're feeling cramped. Well, that's just plain rude. What? Well, that's just plain rude. Do you see those patrol officers? They've been looking at us for quite a while. Ignoramuses. They must think that you're threatening me just because you're a wolf and I'm a rabbit. And he looks nervous. I'm in love with your daughter. Says Legoshi, just blurting it out. The detail in this panel is really nice. Does this count as being threatened, he thinks. And they're just stopped there. This boy, thinks Haru's dad. He picked up his shoes properly, he listened to all our ramblings, he did his utmost best to hide his fangs and claws, and he made good eye contact with me. Is it those little things that made him get Haru's smile all to himself? Thanks a lot for the ride. Legoshi-kun? Come again sometime, he says. I'd love it. We'll have a big pair of chopsticks ready for you. I love that Haru-chan's dad is a nice person. After a short male-to-male talk with Haru's father, Legoshi thought, I'm a lone wolf no more. That was so good. After all the pain in this series, to see Legoshi have something good and happy happen to him, after everything, even the good things being tinged with pain, because the good things would be like his relationship with Gosha, his relationship with Gohin, and even then they've been tinged with the pain of having to be raised by Gosha while people discriminated against him for being a poisonous carnivore, or the pain of only meeting Gohin because of his meat addiction-y symptoms. So yeah, I like this, to have something just positive in Legosi's life. And I guess another positive thing would be his old friends and his new friends, but both of those came with the pains of being a carnivore in this world, and I guess this has that too, but at the same time, the friends he's made in his apartment came at the cost of, his life, him living in that apartment. He is struggling with things that other people don't have to struggle with, being a predatorial offender. But yeah, I don't know, I love this. Just something happy for something happiness's sake. Like, there could have totally been a swerve, and I was expecting a swerve where Haru's dad would get him in the car and be like, yo, this is not cool, man. But I don't know, just having Haru's dad be a positive figure could do so much for Legosi's character, to have a positive herbivore figure like that. So yeah, because the only other herbivore figures really in that sort of potential situation for Legosi is Iafya, who, like, fuck no, and God, who else? I mean, you can't count Gohin, because Gohin's a carnivore that eats vegetables because of only needing to eat bamboo, but he doesn't really count because he is steeped in the back alley market. But to just have a normal Heidi-ho neighbor type herbivore family man to be a part of Legosi's life, we don't have another character like that around Legosi. Yeah, we just don't have a character that fits that mold in the story right now. So I like developing Haru's family, because they could be characters like even her siblings and mother can be characters that we don't really have characters like that in the story. We don't have Legosi's family like that. Who knows what's up with his father? His mother is dead. And Gosha is definitely an exception, being a Beastar candidate himself in the past and having to deal with the discrimination he has. So again, I loved these two chapters, both for different reasons. First, I almost forgot how friggin' cool the Meron stuff was. All of that was amazing. And then the second one, I love all that too. So I wasn't planning to go this long with my discussion at the end, but I had also thought about when I saw Meron, like, this is going to sound like some furry stuff, but I guess a lot of people watching this probably are furries. I have never once in my life thought about, like, a fursona type thing. I don't know, it's just not my thing. I wouldn't judge anybody if it's their thing, but it's not mine. But if I was in, I had thought about, I was like, what if I was a self-insert character? What if I was in Beastars? What if I lived in that world? What kind of animal would I be? And you can comment down there to tell me what kind you think I would be. But I would probably just pick one of my favorite animals. I can't, like, insects in this world aren't like big sentient animals, so I couldn't be, one of my favorite animals is the sort of, just any sort of weaver spider, I guess. I just really love them, and their life cycle and everything is so interesting. But let's see, top 4 animals, like my favorite animals. I freaking love the flying fox, like just huge big fruit bats that, I don't know, are huge adorable fruit bats. Flying fox, that would probably be top 1. If I could be one of those, that'd be awesome. Or maned wolf, big lanky boys, tall boys, I love them. They're adorable, so look up maned foxes, they're adorable. And tufted deer are adorable. Look up tufted deer. I think I've even tweeted about animals and stuff a lot before. Tufted deer are adorable. They're deer, but they're black, and they have these cute tiny fangs. I don't know if I would want to be them, because I don't know if I'd want to be an herbivore. Well, I guess technically I would be an herbivore if I was a flying fox, wouldn't I? But I would look awesome. I think that's what I'd want to be. That or a maned wolf. One of those two, or top 2. I don't know what else would round out my top 5 animals. What other animal do I like? Ooh, crows. Crows are awesome. They're so smart. So yeah, this has just been me gushing about animals because I love animals. But yeah, crows are smart. Crows would be cool. They're in top 5 animals. So yeah, I just drafted my top 5 animals, and I decided if I was in Beastars, I'd probably want to be a flying fox. But maybe, potentially maned wolf, because they're cool. And they're not technically wolves. And they're awesome. But either way, yeah, that's it. I loved both of these chapters. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of these 2 chapters, my thoughts and reaction and all that. Subscribe for more Beastars, much more on the channel. I'm so excited for the anime. Follow on Twitter if you want, and I can talk to you there, keep you updated there and stuff for the channel. And if you want a link to our Discord server to talk to me or more of us on Discord about this series or anything else, then just ask and I can give you a link. Discord's free and open for anyone. So yeah, that's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.